Hello and welcome back to a speed build with Frimlin. The last build was rather large and it took me, about 11 hours or so to build. And I had to split it into two videos as you saw. So because of that massive build, I needed to do something small because I just couldn't bear doing anything more substantial yet. So here is another Dutch Colonial build, but this time it's a starter home. And if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I like doing starter homes to a strict budget, and that is usually 18,500 simoleons. So from a starter budget of around 20,000 simoleons, that leaves you 1,500 to go and buy the cheapest lots that are available. And a lot of people who build starter homes forget about that, and they make their builds cost as much as 20,000 or just under. And that's fine if you've got a rather large starter family, because I think the game does give you a bit more than 20,000 if you have, 3, 4, 5 Sims in your family. But if you're just starting with one or two, you still have the 20,000 simoleon budget. And also if you're just moving one Sim out of a house, you also get the 20,000 budget, that kind of thing. So there's still a need for houses that are under 20,000 and have enough left over so you can buy a lot, and this is one of those houses. But I tell you, I am not going to be building the Dutch Colonial style again, at least not the way I've been building it, because the way the roofs are constructed, it really plays with the game's camera. So when you're on the second floor, your camera can be randomly thrown up in the air higher than it was before, and I find that so annoying. So I'm not going to be building any more houses that to me kind of seem broken. And yeah, it's a bit of a shame. I hope one day that they fix the camera so it doesn't do that. Or at least give us more control over the camera so that we can choose for it not to do that if we want, and we can manually reposition it if we want. But it doesn't do that now, so it's annoying now for me and maybe others. I don't know, does it annoy you? Certainly annoys me. I was playing in my Let's Play family the other day, trying to record a new episode. I've done about 3 abortive attempts to record a new episode recently. Anyway, I was trying to play and I was moving around in their new home, and the camera just went all crazy, and I was like, "Arr!" And I instantly thought, I want to rebuild this house. I want to start a new home for them already, and they've only just moved into their new home. So not a good situation to be in, and I'm kind of considering options at the moment. I'm not sure what I'm going to do right now, but it's possible that I'll just build a new house, but we'll see. Anyhow, back to this house. So yeah, it's tricky with a starter home because you have to basically build as minimally as possible in terms of costs. And in the case of this build in particular, I actually overspend at first, and it's not till unfortunately after the camera has stopped that I go back and cut back a bit. So what I'll have to do is give you an example of the things that I've changed before you see the end result at the end in the video tour. So with that in mind, these windows, lovely as they are, as cheap as they are, they're not exactly expensive. In the end, I decided to scale them down, and there are much smaller, even cheaper windows there instead. So that was one thing that had to change. Another thing was because the build is mostly built with, only built with base game and cats and dogs expansion items, I had put cats and dogs wallpaper on the walls in all the rooms. And actually it's not the cheapest wallpaper, so that was another thing that I had to go and adjust later on. I took out a lot of that wallpaper and put in much cheaper base game wallpaper instead. So yeah, there's a few things that are a bit different from the end of the building phase and the video tour, as you'll see. And yeah, I also just changed the layout of a few rooms. I mean, there's not much furniture in these rooms, but basically, once you start removing some of the more expensive windows and wallpapers and stuff like that, then you get a bit of extra budget that you can use to kind of make the rooms look a bit more appealing. So yeah, basically reinvesting the money that I saved from the windows and the wallpapers on other things generally to make the rooms look more interesting, and not just quickly placed like they are now in the speed build. Because yeah, when I'm speed building, I'm generally placing as quickly as I can, trying to make the best decision as I can while I'm rushing. But yeah, there's a general sense of rush and trying to get things done quickly. But because I'm such a perfectionist, I like going back and trying to fix things up a bit later. But yeah, I think next time I do a speed build for a starter home, because it's a pretty short experience, I should record the tidying up phase later on. And so I'm sorry that I didn't do it for this build, but yeah, hopefully you'll forgive me. But yeah, it really is a very basic build. Even just that extra 1,500 that other people spend to get their starter homes up to 20,000, it makes a difference. It means you have to make things even more basic if you're not spending that extra money. For example, it would be nice to have a chest of drawers for the Sims to get changed on. It'd be good if there was a TV or something like that, but you can't really afford that when you're on such a strict budget. So yeah, and also I made this a 2-bedroom house. If I had made it just a 1-bedroom house, then I would have been able to spend more money on the bedroom. And yeah, but in the end I decided it would be good to have 2 rooms because it's a rather sizable house. I mean, I know it's tiny, but in the grand scheme of things, it's actually bigger than quite a few other starter homes that I've done. So there's a lot of room to move. So in a way, although it's very basic to start with, the idea is when you move in, you can have lots of room to move and lots of space to place furniture as you can afford to actually buy them. So I've done this before with some starter homes. I've just tried to make it as big and spacious and nice looking as I can, even if there's hardly any furniture in it, because then it provides a good base for the future of the Sims that come and live in there. So in the interior build of my last home, which was Sablefield Manor, at the very end in the video tour there is a bit of a story going on with some of the Sims that I've got in the video tour, and they all end up kind of dancing at the end. So yeah, you've probably already seen that, but if not, go take a look. And I've done a similar thing with this build, but even more coherent storyline. So I don't know, just a bit of fun basically. But yeah, the Sims that I had brought in to test the place, I've added to the video tour. And well, they do a bit more than just show off the house. But yeah, you'll see that in just a couple of minutes. So yeah, just a tiny little build, this one, but I needed some kind of relief from after the massive build of before. I'm not sure what's next. You're welcome to give me some requests now if you like. I know that I'm not usually very up for requests. I usually have lots of ideas. And sometimes when people give me requests, I can kind of sit on them for a while and I don't have the urge to do this build. Why did I ask for requests? So if I do that again, I'm really sorry. But yeah, you can try asking me if you have a particular request. But I'm probably going to be doing a vet clinic next because, well, I need one. I need one for my Let's Play series. Well, for my new Let's Play series, let's be clear. Yeah, I'm making a new Let's Play. Well, that's the idea anyway. Let's see if it actually works out. Anyway, I'll see you after the video tour. So yeah, evil vampire mum appears and seems to not care at all about what his son's doing. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope that you'll come back to see another Let's Play or speed build, and I hope that you'll take care. Goodbye.